Hello everyone, welcome to Matrix Uploaded. This is English and we're looking at reading and viewing. And our particular focus in this lesson is denotation. The denotation of a word is its most basic meaning. This is the meaning you would be looking for if you looked up a word in a dictionary. So let's take an example. Your teacher says to you, next term we're going to be studying The Tempest. And you think, I don't know what a tempest is, so you look up tempest in a dictionary. You are looking for its denotation. And you get a violent, windy storm. You could get other examples. Let's say a character in a book says, I would never go out on such a tempestuous night. Or you're reading a novel and there's a description of the tempestuous sea. You'd obviously look up the word tempestuous and you would see in the dictionary that it said relating to a tempest. So we're still looking for the denotation. So tempestuous is the adjective, tempest is the noun, and we're back to the definition that you looked up at the beginning of a violent, windy storm. But look at this example. They had a tempestuous love affair. Or my teacher has a tempestuous nature. Obviously here, you're not saying that this love affair is happening where there's rain and wind and hail. You're not saying that every time the teacher comes into the classroom, it suddenly starts to rain. We're looking still at the word tempestuous. It's still related to tempest, but it doesn't mean quite the same thing. About a love affair, it would suggest that the love affair was wild, violent, there were many quarrels, perhaps people were throwing things around, there was noise and anger, there was danger, it was dangerous, and people were getting hurt and so on. So in this way, the idea of a tempest as a storm is helping you understand what we mean by a tempestuous relationship, but it's not quite the same meaning. What about the teacher's character? My teacher has a tempestuous nature. You might say that this is characterized by wild, strong, and conflicting emotions. So maybe your teacher also is violent and she shouts a lot and she gets very emotional and very worked up. So it's related to the idea of tempest, a violent and windy storm. If you looked up tempestuous, you would actually get this meaning also in the dictionary, this characterized by wild, strong, conflicting emotions. But the basic meaning, the denotation, is the idea of the storm. But where does the other meaning come from? The other ideas that we had about violent and people throwing things about and shouting, where do we get all of that when we're looking at the word tempest? We get it from the connotation of a word. A connotation is an additional sense or senses associated with or suggested by a word or phrase. Now that's quite a difficult definition, so just have a look at it. A connotation is an additional sense associated with, linked with a word or phrase. So what are we saying? We're saying here's the word tempest. We have a direct meaning of tempest, a storm, a very violent, windy storm. But we have ideas related to a tempest. That when you say the word tempest, for English-speaking people, it will have the idea of something that is destructive, lots of noise, lots of movement in the storm, the wind, the clouds, the raging of the sea. All of that will come into the word tempest. Those are the word's connotations, the ideas linked to that word. Right, so I want to look at the word uploaded, and I want to do a little task. We're going to look at the denotations of uploaded and the connotations of uploaded. If you looked up uploaded in a dictionary, you get something like this. It says downloading is receiving a file from another computer. Uploading is the exact opposite. So what you're saying is that if you upload, you are sending something from your computer to another computer. But what are the connotations of that? Well, think about matrix uploaded. There's a sense that we are sending out information and ideas and exercises and questions and quizzes, and all of that is going out to you out there. And there's a sense that you're receiving something exciting and valuable and enriching and fun, and that's all coming to you because you are downloading that and we are uploading it to you. So the denotation of the word is its dictionary meaning. The connotation of the word are the ideas linked to a word. We're going to continue to look at reading and viewing in our next segment.